Hi guys, so today I want to share another story with you. Today I want to talk about the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, Mauricio, Umansky, and Dorit Kemsley doing damage control over lawsuit and court case. Okay guys, this is a really quick video giving you an update on what's going on with Dorit and Mauricio, and this is the first time that they are talking about their lawsuit and court case, so I feel the need to go ahead and let you guys know what their response is. And before I do that, I wanted to tell you, listen, being sued and being in the public eye is a very stressful situation. I don't care what anyone says. And it's very stressful because people in the public eye have a tendency to really worry about their reputation. It's their livelihood. You got to keep a good reputation. So when you're being sued, there's only a couple choices you can do. You could either not talk about your lawsuit and just take the risk of people thinking you're a liar, because you're not talking about it. Number two, you could take the tough guy route, which is, this person's suing me, they're gonna wish they were never born, and really anger your opponent when you do that. Or you could just straight out lie about everything and just be like, I don't know what this person's talking about. I'm really not getting sued, and just start lying all over the place. And that's really risky because lies always come back to haunt you. Now, unfortunately, this is what Dorit and Mauricio decided to do. Mauricio decided to play tough guy. Dorit continues to lie, just blatant lies. So let's talk about Mr. Tough Guy first. So he starts his interview out by saying that his lawsuit is not affecting his daily business. It's not affecting his operations at all, okay? So he probably should have stopped there. I probably would have stopped there. But no, he's playing the Mr. Tough Guy role. So he goes on, then he says, hindsight is 2020. He says, if I had to do it again in hindsight, I would do it the same way I did it last time. I wouldn't change a thing. See what I'm talking about, the tough guy role? Then he decides to throw just a little bit of delusion up into the mix. Because I was absolutely flabbergasted by this next statement. He said his lawsuits, with an S because there's more than one, remember, his lawsuits was not affecting the agency at all. No one quit the agency over the lawsuits. He says, we switched out non-producing agents for producing agents. In other words, what he's saying is those 45 agents that quit, they didn't quit at all. He fired them. What does they say? You didn't quit, I fired you. He's pulling that routine, okay? That would really anger those agents that are saying, we left this agency because we don't like working here anymore. He's basically calling them liars, and he probably should have stopped there. But I would have stopped there, but he didn't. He goes on. He says, so if you didn't perform, you didn't have a chance to be at the agency. Okay, people, what he's saying is, it's really a slap in the face if you're his ex-partners or some of those other top producing agents that left, because he's saying you're really not a top producing agent. You suck, and that's why I fired you. But then it gets worse. He goes on. So now he's talking about his arch enemy, and that is Rick Hilton, his brother-in-law. I won't repeat the story. We all know what the story is. He kind of stabbed Rick in the back. He says, Rick and I are good now. We've made up. We're a family. Really? After years of them hating your guts. Okay, I believe you made up, right? That's why the other agents quit and went back over, because you guys are one big happy family, right? Okay, according to him, he is. He goes on. He says, the families have made up. We've been good for over a year. Okay, he says, we were definitely in a fight for a while. It was real, but the families have made up, and it is fantastic. We have been good for solidly over a year. At the end of the day, time heals everything. Eventually, when you put family together for different events, Christmas, Thanksgiving, and a birthday party, time eventually heals it. And I think that's what happened to us, and thank God. Okay, Mauricio, I believe your story. If you say you're good, then I guess everything is good. Because there's really no reason for you to lie. The only reason to lie would be like if your agency really is failing and you're trying to save face. But according to you, that's not what's going on at all. And if you guys are on good terms with Rick again, and he has managed to reach down in his soul and to forgive you after years of hating your guts, then, I really do believe you. But I do know that this summer, Kim was not talking to Kyle. They were on another outs again. So if they mend things, and which they often do, and has decided to mend things with you too, that would be really good for the whole family. And, I hope you're telling the truth, because if you're not telling the truth, that means that you're trying to really, really, really save your agency and your reputation with the public. And, if that's true, I get what you're doing. If it's true, I believe every word you're saying. I'm just playing devil's advocate here. If that's true and you're lying, then these lies are going to come back to haunt you, because, the other agents, they said that you still have it out for Rick, and, that your company was, no good. That's why they left. But good thing I don't believe them. I do believe you. Now let's move on to Dorit, who I really, really, really believe. Now, according to Dorit, all of those rumors that we've been hearing about her and PK being broke are definitely false. She totally denies them. She says they absolutely have no money problems and everything's just fine. And she could be telling the truth. And let me tell you why. I'm thinking that Dorit and PK just like to go to court. You have some people like that. So they intentionally don't pay their bills so they can go to court, because they just like it. They have nothing else better to do. I love it when Dorit always tells the truth. And by the way, do you guys remember at the reunion when Dorit said that she froze her own bank account, that the judge didn't do it, she did it herself? I don't understand her and Mauricio. I think it would have been much, much better just to not say anything at all. But these two felt the need to come out, do damage control, and clear their name. So what I want to know today in my comment section is, do you believe them? Do you think these interviews really helped clear things up with the public? Also, if you like this video, don't forget to hit that like button. If you haven't already subscribed, go ahead and do that. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.